In this demonstration video, we'll show you how to use the Analyzer. Analyzer is a tool that helps you to analyze BPM applications or toolkit. Then through the analysis report, you could have deeper understanding of your apps. As you could see, there are 3 tabs for Analyzer: Statistic Online, Statistic Offline, and Toolkit Reference. Let's check one by one. For online part, first, let's select the server, BAW Dev Server, and choose one process app. We'll use Analyzer Test App for statistic in this demo. Then click Analyze button. Now the report is ready. Let's take a look. The basic information for this application will be displayed first, which includes process application details, specific information of branch, and snapshot. Next part shows the dependencies of current process application. We could see all the dependencies here and also the toolkit version after the name. And now let's move to the next part about the BPM and artifacts summary. We could see all the numbers of the left artifacts. And in this diagram, we could see the numbers of process, service, business object, and coach view, and of course, all the components under them, just as you see here. Now let's move to the next part. The analyzer counts the numbers of components per process, service, business object, and coach view so that the user could have the deeper and better understanding about the complexity of the process application. Let's view one by one. In process table, we could view input and output variables, numbers of process components, and JavaScript code lines. In service table, same, we could also view the input and output variables, the numbers of process components, and also the JavaScript code lines. In business object table, we could view the numbers of properties of each business object. And last, in code view table, we could view the numbers of code resources, code controls, configure options, and inline scripts. All right, let's move to the next part. As we know, there are some features and artifacts are deprecated on BAW v19. In this section, we've listed all the impacted artifacts during BAW migration. In these 2 tables, first one and this one, we can view the numbers of deprecated coach controls in Coach UI. Yeah, you can take a look. And in deprecated assignment table, we can view all the deprecated assignment like routine policy, last user in lane, list of users, and custom, which will be deprecated when we convert BPD to process during migration. Next one, in web service table, we can view all the inline web service, but during the migration, the web service will be deprecated when we convert heritage service to service flow. In Java integration table, we can view all the Java integration that may be corrupted when we convert heritage service to service flow. Okay. Next one, in Ajax in coach table. Here, we can view all in Ajax services used in deprecated coach controls whose signature will be changed in the latest BAW UI toolkit. Last one, in ad hoc start events table, we can view all the ad hoc start events which will be deprecated when we convert BPD to process during migration. That's all for the online report. Now let's click Statistic Offline. Here we can upload a TWX file. Just click here and choose the TWX file we need. Click Open. Here, since we used the same process app for the analysis, after we finish it, click Analyze button. The report will be the same. So we'll just skip this one, skip this report, and move to the next one. Okay, then let's click Toolkit References. Now select the Process app. We'll use Analyzer Test app. All right, and there's an extra checkbox called Exclude System Toolkits. It is checked by default that will exclude the system toolkit, including system data, coaches, content management, system governance, responsive coaches, UI toolkit, dashboards, and responsive portal components. Okay, and now let's click Analyze button. Now the report is ready. Let's take a look. First, still about the basic information. This part shows the references of current process application. You could filter to see, like this. Okay, and click Analyzer Test App to go back to see all. Okay. This table shows the details of the references. Let's use the first row as an example to take a further look. Here, my process uses the surface flow A of Analyzer Test Toolkit, while BPD is the artifact type of my process. And here, surface flow is the artifact type of surface flow A in Toolkit. Okay, now let's move back to the top of this page. Select Toolkit. We'll use Analyzer Test Toolkit and click the Analyze button. All right, here comes the report. The next section shows the details of the references. Same with before, let's view one row as the example. We'll pick last row as the example. The process B is used by process 1 under GDP application. As you could see, BPD is the type of process B, while process is the type of process 1. That's all for the introduction of Analyzer. Thank you for watching.